Jazz Rags and Blues, Book 4, pages 4, 5, and 6. The song is Steamboat Rag. Let's take a listen, then we'll talk about the details. Okay, there it was. Let's go back to the beginning and just talk about this piece by piece. It's saying to play moderately with a steady beat, playing your eighth notes evenly. So when you start this off, make sure you're playing not. So don't overemphasize some type of swing. Just play it square. And try to emphasize your staccatos versus legatos. So your right hand's playing legato. And the left hand we've got these. So get that staccato feel. That's what really gives rag its feel, is having that bass playing that staccato. Well, this is playing legato, so instead of, don't play them both staccato. Okay, as we're playing through this, when you're working on this, just get your left hand really good at an even clip. If you're not good at the left hand, putting them together is just going to be ridiculous for you. So get the left hand really good, and then as you're doing this, because the right hand's starting on a weak beat, you're hitting, and then we're starting in between, I would recommend just slowing your beat down to this. Slow motion if you're having trouble, and then slow motion everything. And notice there on your octaves you're playing staccato. It's going to help you actually bounce to the other octaves by bouncing off of that. If you're trying to play in legato, you're going to mess up. A lot of people mess up on measures 11 and 12 because their left hand comes up from F to F and A, then C, E, and G. Most people think it's the same interval on top. It's not. And then we finish off here. So, again, slow motion. Staccato that. Moving on to the second page, we're just playing the theme again, octave higher. That's pretty much all repeating at that point. We're still doing the... And then at the end of that APA, it drops down at the end of that section from here down. The APA cuts off on measure 22, so don't continue on the APA. A lot of people miss that too. Alright, let's start on measure 25. We're playing chords here. You'll notice we're doing staccato in both hands here. And then in the following measure, we're actually playing legato in the right hand, but staccato continuing in the left. Still continuing with the legato, staccato, right, left hands. Try to hit that one hard and then come up. Repeating. Now this part right here, you're playing a chord and a position that we haven't played before. When you get into this, you're coming down, just reach your fingers out like this, and you pretty much have the notes already. Now you could do it this way, or you could do it this way. It's up to you. So I'd recommend probably doing 5 1 2 1 5, or excuse me, 5 1 2 1 1 3, and then coming down to the C. But you could also go. That was measure 31 if you're lost. So now third page, top of the third page. Some of my students have trouble with this. Transitioning from measure 34 to 35. Watch what I do here. I'm going to play. Now I was already hitting the A. I'm just moving my fifth finger there, keeping my thumb planted, and jumping down to A. Okay? So you can do this without looking. Just remember where you're at and shift accordingly to the notes that you're touching that you need to move to. The last part, remember, you're still flatting the B's. Octave higher on that. Then you're repeating the theme again. Now the ending. This is repeating. Now this, last two measures, you're starting on the weak beat. And that's pretty much it. So, try to get the dynamics in there as well. We are playing sometimes mezzo forte. At the ending we're playing fortissimo. I don't try to do that as much on the videos because I'm trying to make it even volume so you can hear it because my camera's not the greatest. So, good luck with Steamboat Rag.